Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, back to the Noob Nerd channel where we talk all things comics, TV, films, all that good jazz. And today we'll be talking about the first ever DC streaming service, like new season. Well, Titans. I need to watch Titans. I will be doing that very soon. We'll be watching that. But today we're talking about Young Justice, season 3, Outsiders. That was completely off the cuff. I'm utterly oh bloody hell! I'm physically speechless. I'm as well as actually speechless. We're only at the mid-season point. I'll be going through what's been going on, how I feel, what I expect to happen, or what I think could happen, how all these plot lines could be resolved. I think the second bit of the season is going to be like July onwards. But yeah, we're just talking about this section of episodes, 13 episodes block, each episode 20 minutes, as it was in season 1 and season 2. Like, bloody hell, I can tell why people have been clamouring back again and again and again. Give me more Young Justice, even if they cancel it. Bring it back, better than ever. R-rated, not R-rated, because it's on a streaming service, can show the blood, can show more personal stories. And I think this could be like, or even after like 5 episodes, I was like, this is already better than season 2, and just as good, if not better, than season 1. We'll see how it all concludes. So season 1, brilliant. Season 2, it started off a bit shaky. It's like too many new characters were coming in. It was like, okay, you all Batgirl, all Wonder Girl, but it's just they didn't have the impact that the original 5 or 6 Young Justice members, Artemis, Aqualad is not actually in the season for a lot of it, but him being missing, I only just realised, it was literally at the back of my head, it wasn't at the front of my head. It was also like, oh, give me more Aqualad, who's now turned into Aquaman, by the way, 2.0. I want to know what's going on there. I'll be going through some spoilers throughout, but I won't be spoiling everything. But yeah, I would recommend you watch it. If you haven't watched it yet, just find a way to watch it. I think they've got to be releasing it Netflix internationally soon, but if you don't have the DC streaming service in America, I'm not in America, so I found a way. So yeah, Aqualad, Calder, he's not there. He's at first I thought they were kind of doing the tokenistic thing, or giving another black character in, Black Lightning. But as if you see from the last bit of season 2, he was introduced as a potential mentor for Static Shock. Static Shock is not in the season a lot, but it takes the focus onto Black Lightning. And of course, fans of the show, of the CW show, will be happy with that. But I don't watch Black Lightning CW show. I only watched the first 2 episodes. Didn't really excite me too much, so I didn't carry on watching. Too many shows these days. But yeah, he has a really cool story right off the bat. I think he's currently broke up with his wife. He doesn't want to get back into the hero game, and that's when we see Nightwing, Superboy trying to investigate this meta-human trafficking, which has been going on, and I think that's a great Young Justice story. Young Justice has never really been a superhero story per se, or saving people in the city. It's always been an espionage thriller in many ways, and conspiracy thriller. It's just fantastic, utterly fantastic, and that's what makes these characters. This is the situation that we love to see these specific characters in there. The big characters show up every once in a while. Batman, we saw that great scene with Batman and Katana infiltrating the League of Assassins that's now run by Deathstroke. Like, what else do you want me to say, bro? It's like mad, but you're never waiting for them as much. And maybe in season 1 and season 2 especially, you see a bit, oh yeah, give me Superman, give me Batman, where are they? But here it's just, you really are. You've got to the point now that we love these characters. We love Artemis, who's dealing with the effects of season 2 finale. Wally's dead for now, I guess. Hopefully he's back. We get a cool flashback scene with him. I'll talk about that later. Nightwing, Superboy have all become their own mentors, in a sense, and these new characters, you fear they're gonna, you're forcing them down a throat. Oh, these are the new Young Justice people, but they're actually really good characters, and they really do a good job at easing you into it. At a point that I see, like, sometimes you actually like the character without their powers, without even with their powers. Like Markov, Prince Markov, trying to deal with the royal ascendancy. See what's going on there. In this, what is Markovia? Yeah, Markovia Terra, which comic book fans would know becomes very synonymous with the Teen Titans storyline, which is coming soon. It's going to be very interesting to see how they tie that into Young Justice. There's so many dangling threads. I don't know how long I'm going to do this video. It's only been 5 minutes, and I want to talk about so much. Let me know your thoughts as I go on. Like, comment, subscribe. Always appreciate it. Don't know why I'm saying this now, but yeah, it's just a blast. It's just been a blast. I'm happy that's ended, but it's ended for now. But hopefully, it'll take their time to smooth over the story if they haven't yet, because I'm pretty sure I wouldn't be surprised if they're still going through it now and just waiting to release it in July with all these episodes caressed to its potential. Because I don't know what I'm trying to say, but you can really tell the creators of the show really delve deep. They really know their stuff about the DC universe without making it feel like they're just doing it for the sake of it. I don't actually know any of the names. I think it's Greg Weisman, one of them, is the creators. I really need to know their names because they really deserve it. Like, they know the DC universe better than some other people. Don't want to name names. I like Batman v Superman. But it's just, these characters live within the DC universe, and it's like a DC universe show. You just, if you want to get someone into DC, like, literally just watch Young Justice. That's how it works, bro. That is how it works. It doesn't matter if you're a kid, it doesn't matter if you're a teenager, it doesn't matter if you're an adult. These characters have grown as the times have gone on. And it's brilliant. And of course, as I said before, they're mentoring Forager, Halo, and Prince Markov. Prince Markov being outcasted from his own family after finding out his brother was involved in the meta-human trafficking. Halo, new character. Great to see new diversity, but not like forced diversity. Halo, new character, so people wouldn't know her to be white in the comics anyway. And I didn't know Halo as a superhero Halo even existed. But it's good to see some diversity there. She's a great character in her own right. It's not like they're just, again, tokenism. Sphere of tokenism. Nothing like that. Her mystery unfolds as the season progresses as well. And I love her connection with Cyborg. Is also introduced out the blue, almost. I think I was watching the subscriptions on YouTube, and then IGN was like, oh, sneak peek of Cyborg and Young Justice. Of course, half a brain was like, oh, why we're getting spoiled on this, but the second time it's like, IGN, do it again, get a bloody another first look, for God's sake. Why are they doing that? They always get the lucky first looks, but yeah, Cyborg's really good. I'll talk about him in a bit, but also, who's the other one? Forager. Forager is Forager. New God's character here, love it. This is the quacky and wonderful side of DC, and I'm so glad that got an episode to itself. Like, some episodes are just really, they really take you apart from the main story, but also it folds into the new story. It's just lore. It's just lore. Oh, it's amazing, man. DC, man. DC, man. This show makes you excited about DC. And that's what, while also having great characters, great worlds. Like, you can do both, bro. You can do both. Like, movie writers, take note. Take note. And, yeah. And this is the Batman animated series and Justice League Unlimited for, like, the previous generation. Like, this is the new generation. This will be remembered as, like, the great show. Like, this is it. It doesn't matter what happens now. This will always be remembered as the great show that survived cancellation and became just as good a show as any animated superhero show. Most animated superhero shows are really good, but these days Marvel haven't really done that well. DC know how to do it, especially in movies as well. I like, subscribe, comment what movies you want, DC animated movies you want me to watch and review as well. I think there's Reign of the Superman, all that good jazz. But this is, like, the animation here is like, there's always been known to be not the best animation per se. It's the stories that really propel this to the whole level. It's not about animation really, even though some of the character designs are really cool. Forager when he gets out his shell, love it. What else is there to say? Yeah, so Halo. So she's like, she doesn't know what she is. She doesn't know how she got these powers. She just arrived. She just woke up not knowing her memories after trying to be dug into the ground by assailants of the light, per se. Well, just normal, average Joes. And yeah, so it's cool. So Artemis takes Halo under her wing, per se. Nightwing is looking after Markov, per se, and Forager is matched up with Superboy. It's like you see that dynamics coming together. So it's like, it's so cool to see that, and they fit perfectly. Of course, Superboy being the alien, Forager being the alien, Artemis female, Halo female, but also they were the first ones to see each other after Halo lost her memories, and of course Nightwing. Markov, who don't really seem like a perfect match, but well, I guess Markov is a rich guy and Bruce Wayne was a rich guy, so I guess that makes sense. But that scene when Nightwing's really advising Markov and being like, your anger's really, you need to sort out, I forgot to see, I need to watch the scene again, but it's just like, your anger's just like, it's not helping, bro. You have to be patient. For a couple of episodes, Markov was really getting really frustrated that, oh, when can we go to see Terra? It was getting a bit annoying to myself, really, as well. I was like, Markov, I thought you're a good character now. Like, allow it. Like, you're going to make me not like you. And then Nightwing was just like, shut down in the rain when Markov tried to beat him up. But, of course, Nightwing was like, no, I'm sick, bro. And I saw, I think, a comment on YouTube or something like that. I always say this in every video, but, like, people saying that Nightwing's acting more like Superman and like Superboy's acting more like Batman. It's so cool. So I don't know if that's what it's like in the comics, but I like that. I like that in this show. Like, and it makes me want to read more. It makes me want to expand more on these characters. I think there are Young Justice comics out there right now. So yeah, I might have to check them out. Miss Martian. Some people will be upset that she's not actually given front center just like Calder is, but she's given a little more to do than Calder. Calder's barely in it. I think he's gonna appear more in the second half, hopefully. We'll see. Atlantis. I want another Atlantis episode. I remember that Atlantis episode in the second, with Black Manta and all that. What happened to Black Manta? Is he still the light? Don't even know, man. Don't even know, bro. That's maybe one potential flaw. It's like there's so much good stuff going on. It's, you don't want to make it feel like forced and make it all crammed together, but they always find a way to resolve it in a nice, satisfying way. Season 2, they struggled a bit with that. Hopefully here, they have the time, they have the storylines. Of course, they're not restricted by kids' things, you know what I mean? The kids' things, you mean like the children's television. Even though children's television is brilliant, but of course Cartoon Network shows like that, it's now on a streaming service, so it's like there's not really any limitations of what they can accomplish. What else is there to say? Cyborg, yeah, let's move on to Cyborg. So Cyborg gets introduced in the latter half of the 13 episodes, and so he's like a father box, and Halo's the mother box. It's really cool how they combine the thingy. So they're easing you in with these new characters, and then the new characters ease you into these nostalgic characters. It's brilliant writing. Like, adapting the storyline just enough to make it feel plausible, and make you feel like, at first Cyborg was a bit annoying. It was like, okay, they're having all these important stuff, and then you had this random scene with Victor Stone in the high school, okay. But it's all about building the character, even though it feels out of place. But when it does come together, it's like, oh crap, there's actually a reason for him to be there. Not just because it's like, oh, we haven't done Cyborg yet, so let's just do it now. You know what I mean? Yeah, so his Victor Stone voice was pretty annoying at the start, but that's the whole point. He's a footballer. He just wants to be a footballer, and his dad is like Star Labs guy. To him, he's like, why are you doing this? It was like his dad, who's voiced by the same characters as Aqualad once was. They share voice actors. Sometimes it's actually very similar, so it's like, you're basically the same voice. I can recognise that. It's that you're not really doing the best of a voice. You know what I mean? So it's like, if you, I'm still really explaining it why, but it's like you sound too similar to your other characters, if you know what I mean. But no, I like that. It was like, Cyborg's annoying. He's meant to be, but then once he becomes Cyborg, he becomes a little more assured of himself. Not assured of himself, but like, he's not. He leaves his dad. It's quite simple. Hopefully, he comes back to his dad, forms a relationship there. That's of course some second period, but he joins the Happy Harbour house. I like that little house. I love it. Sphere, the dog sleeping all the time at the end credits. That's what we like. So he joins them. He's not sure of himself, but he's trying to tackle with this cyborg. I like how the cyborg colour like differentiates once his like evil robotic side comes in and the good side comes in. I was watching Injustice like clip 2. I think remember that villain Grid? Like he's like maybe that could be a potential storyline. Like you never know what they could do. Like Grid could be a good villain. So Grid's like a computer system within Cyborg, which represents everything machinery, everything cold, calculated. And then whereas Cyborg is like the good human side. It's really good tackling with that. Halo tries to control it, but they need to find a way to do that. I think, have they found a way to control it? I don't know, man. I need to rewatch it again. I'm going to definitely get this on DVD. For sure. I'm trying to think of stuff now that I've forgotten to mention, but of course I don't want to mention everything, because maybe you haven't watched it yet, or you watched some of it. But also, there's just too much to say. Maybe I should just do a podcast or something. I don't know. Oh yeah, there's one good episode with the Flash. So what's the Flash doing? There's one episode. It's like, oh Flash, you could be like taking care of these characters all at once. You know what I mean? But then he's hanging around with Nightwing, and Nightwing gets that cool episode with Roy Harper and the Guardian, and the episode is like there's so many characters that you don't know who they are, and you're like, okay, well who's this then? But the plot is like these characters have been developed, but it's like the Guardian looks so similar to Roy Harper, and they're both ginger and stuff like that. It's like really confused. But at the end, when they're wearing their costumes, it'd be like, we're the bodyguard team, security team, bro. That was cool. That was such a sick scene. I really liked when they were fighting into the highway. Very, very, again, once very spy-like, but also you're beating it, good old-fashioned gangsters. But yeah, that was a cool episode. A lot of other stuff. Vandal Savage. Gotta be talking about Vandal Savage, of course. The credits themselves tease Apocalypse. Apocalypse is part of this. They're mere human kids. They're going into Apocalypse. Some of the kids are being turned into monsters, and they got killed by Black Lightning. Black Lightning was very sentimental about that. He was like dealing with the what he'd done. He basically killed a kid without really knowing it, and there's so many storylines that his kind of arc gets fizzled out a bit. That's one minor criticism. But ooh, what's this? Sorry guys, I'm back. Yeah, sorry, I got a notification that stopped the video. Yeah, what was I saying? Black Lightning, yeah. But of course, he's romanced through Markov's doctor. I forgot her name, but she's a cool new character, foreign character. I don't think that voice actor's actually foreign. I think they just put in a foreign accent, or maybe they're not. Maybe they actually got foreign people to do this. But yeah, I like it. I like the diversity in this as well. And I think he's trying to get through the romance. So I guess that's one way you could see that. But I want to see really Kelda confront his demons and be like, okay, next time he versus the Apocalypse thing, it's gonna be interesting to see how he acts. Will he quit superheroing for good? But it seems to me he got sucked right back into superheroing. And I'm kind of sad that I didn't mention that. They were like, oh crap, oh yeah, I did become a superhero. Even though I said at the start of the season that I want to become a superhero again. You know what I mean? But Black Lightning gets some of the best moments. Like, it's just raw power. It's one of those characters like you just love it when he's angry, even though it's bad, but it's good because it just shows really cool action scenes. It's like you haven't unleashed my full potential, almost Goku level shit. Excuse my language. Yeah. So Vandal Savage, Darkseid, of course. Darkseid is involved. Apocalypse is involved. The mid-season. The opening credits is very, very sinister, and I love it. It's just like the crossing of the Earth with the Apocalypse is coming ever closer, and Darkseid's being in the background. We don't see him. Not yet, bro. Hello, yeah, hello. They had that handshake at the end of the last season, but he will be soon. He'll be back soon, of course. I think if you didn't know this, of course, the first letter of every title so far is spelling out anti-life equation. Not really an expert on that myself, but hopefully I soon will be, and I think we all know what that it's connected to, unless you're not. But yeah, so Vandal Savage, we had that episode, once again I'm talking about Law, Vandal Savage, with his daughter, Cassandra, of course. Cassandra's, I think, involved with the League of Assassins as well. Talk about Deathstroke, and that end credits thing at the end. Yeah, so Cassandra and one of Vandal Savage's servants, and Vandal Savage is like looking over, trying to protect, I think, Apocalypse or Earth from like the ships of like Starro aliens. And if you don't know, it's like the jellyfish aliens that I think first battled Justice League in the comics. So that's a cool Easter egg. But that gives the writers room to explore about why is Vandal Savage protecting Apocalypse? Is that got to do with the deal from last season? No, this stretches back a deal all the way back into like the early civilization. Like they linked in Vandal Savage as a caveman becoming immortal with Darkseid coming Earth, because he must have tried before. Obviously, we saw that in Justice League. Like Darkseid, or in the comics, obviously Darkseid has tried to invade. Why hasn't he invaded already? You know what I mean? Why hasn't he tried with these superheroes? Why haven't we seen him whatsoever? Well, he did try like all those years ago, but Vandal Savage made an agreement with him to just stand ground, and because they both respected each other. That's such a cool concept. I don't know if they've ever done that in the comics, but these writers, they just know how these characters think, and they know what they would do in a moment that's dramatic but also cool and makes sense for the show, what's going on, and how it will dramatically affect the characters moving forward. Wow, it's just, of course they have like, oh yeah, Vandal Savage was Genghis Khan, all that good stuff. Wow. I want you guys to watch that for yourself if you haven't yet. Wow, brilliant. Can't wait to see what happens there. Van Savage, of course, hasn't been shown that much as well. What other villains do we see? Oh, Lobo, that's cool to see when he was killing Halo. Halo dies so many times, it's so fake, but it's like such cool deaths. It's almost like Mortal Kombat level, like twisting the neck, through the heart. Wow, Lobo with that scene with the ditch, training ditch, that was really cool. Lobo, wow, I want to see. I can't wait to see him in that Krypton show, season 2. Need to do season 1 recap. Yeah, I can't wait till that happens as well. He's such a cool character. What else? Villains. Oh, I had something in my head. I don't know. Like, just saying, if they manage to like get all these storylines and just really conclude them in a satisfying manner at the end of the season, this is gonna go down in history, bro. In terms of me, man, I don't know. It's like you gotta watch the show, bro. The show is much better. It's much better when people than what I see like on the internet. Like, not many people talk about it. I don't think it's appreciated enough. It's appreciated, but it's not appreciated enough. It should be appreciated to a high standard. It's almost like it's one of those things. It's like when if they make a movie of it, like if based on it, I'll be like sacrilege. that's what I'm feeling right now. Villains. What can I say? To be fair, the villains don't get as much limelight, but they're still cool. They're still there. They're still funny as well. But the one cool scene was like when Ocean Master was trying to kill all like the superheroes' like family members as they're in the party. It's like mad. I mean, Lady Shiva comes on and kills him. It's like mad. Like they're certainly saving him for the movies instead. Then, but yeah, Ocean Master, he's just there. He's like, yeah, I'm gonna kill them. But Lady Shiva's like, no, that doesn't make any sense. If you kill all their family members, like all the superheroes are gonna come after us, like proper like Injustice level shit. Excuse my language again, but it's like that's so smart. It's such a cool dynamic to have. Is like the villains are smart enough to know where they are, but they have to hold back. Otherwise, they know the repercussions. What's gonna happen later? It's like these are smart villains, bro, and smart heroes, but maybe not as smart because they allowed their family members to be seen through binoculars at the other end of a street. That's a little bit of a weird thing, but you know, it's just really cool. It's just really cool dynamics. There's so much to explore. Like Jason Todd's there, Damon Wayne's just there. It's just like, oh yeah, casual. Oh yeah, killing jokes happen. Barbers with thingy. It's fine. You love the show anyway. You know they know you love the show. It's like, oh, they accept it. These comic storylines have happened. Don't worry, we'll give you these content instead. It's just mad. It's just a mad thing, isn't it? It'll be interesting to see how Nightwing is affected by that as well. Of course, Jason Todd is alive. Speaking of people being possibly alive, Wally West, of course, gets a cool scene in that Beast Boy dream. It's like Granny Goodness is affecting all the minds. Granny Goodness is one good villain I forgot to mention. Yeah, Granny Goodness, man. Granny Goodness. Whoa. So, of course, the VR goggles are like a funny motif throughout the thing, but of course, I was an idiot, so I was like, oh, it's just a funny motif, but then loads of people on the internet were like, no, it's going to be evil by the end of the season, obviously. I was like, oh yeah, of course. Granny Goodness, idiot. Of course, need to shackle my knowledge, innit? Shackle my... I can't say. Too much knowledge in my head. Yeah, so the good goggles are like affecting people's brains, and if they're meta, they check if they're meta, and if they're meta-human, then of course that sends a signal to them, to their brain mind control, basically come to this place, and that's when they capture them and take them away. They sorted out that storyline. This hero sorted that out, but of course there's bigger plans going on, as we said before, as we implied before. Beast Boy has that dream. Monkey God being like, there's a monkey god in his brain. He messes with his brain trying to like counteract the effects. Beast Boy's stronger than that, wearing his black. No, his black. What am I saying? His white vest with the black Batman shirt. Love it. He's an actor as well. He's in that Star Trek parody thing. That was really cool. Wally, when he's like, he's dead talk. Well, Jason Todd's not dead, obviously, but Blue Beetle, all of that. Wally was just like, I'm dead talk. It's mad, you know, it's mad. They replayed the scene and everything. Yeah, so Beast Boy's being explained by the Monkey God per se. So funny, it's so cool. It's like, have you ever wondered why, even though you have Martian blood, you can only turn into animals? It's like, it's not because it's just you, it's because me, innit? But they leave it ambiguous. It's not like, for some people, if they just prefer the like, scientific thing with Martian blood, okay, go for it. But if people prefer like the proper like comics route, here you go. It's like it's pleasing all parties or giving Beast Boy something to do important. Beast Boy fans giving something him to do in that one episode, not just subjecting him to be a parody thing. You know what I mean? That was such a good episode, such an emotional episode. Made me really care about Beast Boy even more. It's like I wasn't really the Beast Boy fan, but he really has grown on me, and I want to see him on other stuff, including Titans and all that. That Doom Patrol Go, wow, like that is self-advertising for their DC streaming service, while also being inventive and fitting for the characters themselves. It's perfect. They know how to plug. They also know how to make sure it fits well. Dark humor, bro. Dark humor. It's mad. 25 minutes, easily my longest discussion yet for like one singular thing. It's just, but it deserves it. I don't know if this character's been what I'm talking about. If this discussion's been well made, been well done by me. Maybe I was going on a tangent, maybe I'm rambling. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below about this video, what your thoughts are, how I can improve in the future. Thank you guys if you've managed to stay for this long. I know, it could be a long time, I can't wait for other shows, do other discussions. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, share, always appreciate it. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye.